Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today on behalf of Kitaholic Kits, and I am sharing my first page using the March 2019 kits, and I've decided that to challenge myself and to give you something for inspiration, that I would create a double page layout as my first share for the month. Now, firstly, what I've done is I've picked out a series of photos, and I'm going to use the stencil that came in the kit. It's in the pocket kit, I'm pretty sure. It might be the embellishment. I need to check that. So what I've done is, so that I can get these circles with the sprays without creating too much mess around them, I've actually used some scrap paper and just some washi tape to actually mask some of the areas where I don't want the spray mist to go. So as you can see, what I'm doing is spraying through the stencil, but I'm also turning the stencil over and using the mist that's actually on the stencil to add like that reverse stencil effect. And I knew that I didn't really need this to be too perfect. All I'm doing is just adding color to the background. So I didn't have any structure in mind. It was purely just to get some color on the cardstock. Now, a couple of extra splatters are what's going to make this come together, and you can see that it's dry, how that blue and the green Color Blast spray mist really dries so well together and has that beautiful mixed color to it. So it's almost like watercolor. Now, I love these little cards that came with the pocket kit, and I'm actually going to use them to mount my smaller photos. And just what I'm doing at the moment is thinking about how I'm going to embellish this page. I definitely know that my color theme is that blues and greens that I've got going on, but I'm sort of at this stage a little bit lost as to how to get the actual layout to not blend in. So right now my photos are sitting quite low against my background. I need to lift that up and get that distinction between my photos and my memories and what I've got going on in the background. So I'm having a little play around, just picking out some of the elements that I think might work. You can see I've got the title there, So Happy We're Here. These photos were actually taken at this fun little park that we went to a birthday party at, and I really liked the series of them, how they're quite nature based, and this particular collection really features a lot of that nature inspiration. Now, the kit comes with these great frames from Pink Fresh Studio, and I decided to pull out all the ones that were blues and greens and actually use those around the page. I'm just tucking them in behind some of the photo layers, and off camera on the right hand side, those smaller photos, I've actually adhered them so that they're ready to stick on the page, and I can start working with that a little bit more, moving things around and starting to develop those areas of interest. So popping some of those frames in behind, and a lot of this you're actually not going to see because I'm going to do the adhering off camera and then bring you back and show you how I actually embellish the page, because I've shown you how to do the background. You can see the actual principal layout. So yeah, this is where you can see all the additions I've made. So we've got some stitching around the circles. I've mounted some stuff up on cardboard, a couple of the little exclusive cuts, the frames, some florals, and that's how I embellish the page. So this one is more about the memory as opposed to creating just that very arty kind of scrapbook layout. So all finished for my first share. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and of course don't forget to subscribe.